Happy April Fool's Day. I don't know whether you know what that means. It's kind of a silly holiday. It's a holiday where people like to pull silly pranks on other people just for fun. It's April 1st, and that is April Fool's Day. Now, the one thing you have to remember when you think about April Fool's Day is your pranks that you do can't hurt anybody or they can't hurt anybody's feelings. But other than that, you can plan some really fun things to do with your family. I have a story today called April Foolishness by Teresa Bateman, and the pictures are by Nadine Bernard Westcott. So let's see what happens in this silly April Fool's Day book. Life on the farm keeps a gal on her toes. That's what Grandma thought as she flung on her clothes. She grinned, for the grandkids had come for a stay, and wouldn't you know it, they'd picked the right day. Grandpa, oh Grandpa, the cows have got loose. I think Big Brown Bessie just stepped on a goose. The cows are, ouch! Imagine, said Grandpa. Good gracious, alas. Then he poured some milk in a tall frosty glass. He doesn't seem like he's very upset, does he? Grandpa, oh Grandpa, the chickens are out. They're squawking and squabbling and racing about. Imagine, said Grandpa. Amazing, oh my, as he popped some eggs into the skillet to fry. Grandpa, oh Grandpa, the pigs broke the gate. They're in the tomatoes. Oh, hurry, don't wait. Imagine, said Grandpa, I'm really quite shaken. He reached in the fridge and he got out the bacon. Grandpa, oh Grandpa, the goats are all freed. They're running around in a smelly stampede. Imagine, said Grandpa, it's really quite scary. Then he sliced the goat cheese that he bought from the dairy. Grandpa, oh Grandpa, the sheep are all gone. I heard that they're munching on somebody's lawn. Imagine, said Grandpa, I hope things get better. He opened the door and he got out a sweater. Grandpa, oh, why won't you listen to me? The farm's going nuts. If you'd look, you would see. But Grandpa just grinned as he took out the bread and he popped in some toast for his breakfast instead. Then Grandma appeared. What a hullabaloo! Who's causing this noise, the grandkids or you? It's nothing, said Grandpa. Ignore them, I say. They're trying to trick me. It's April Fool's Day. But honey, said Grandma, you'll find, to your sorrow, it's not April Fool's Day today, but tomorrow. Uh-oh. Then Grandpa turned red and he gave out a roar. He sped through the kitchen and dashed out the door. Grandma just smiled as she pulled up a stool. She nibbled his toast and she called, April Fool. Grandma and the kids actually fooled Grandpa for April Fool's Day. And now they're all going to have some breakfast together. What a fun April Fool's Day. If you would like to do something fun for April Fool's Day at your house, we have what's called Poisson d'Avril, which is French for Fish Day, which is actually how April Fool's Day started. The French, who live in France, which is a far, far away over the ocean, say that they're the ones who started April Fool's Day. So a fun thing that you can do for April Fool's Day is get a piece of paper and make a few fish. I just use crayons myself. You can use whatever you like and cut them out. And then you need to put some tape on the back. And what you do for Fish Day in France is you very quietly sneak up behind someone and you put the fish on their back. And you have to be very gentle and very quiet so they don't hear you. And you see how long they walk around with that fish on their back. And you can do it a number of times through the day. It's kind of a silly prank to do, kind of fun to do, and it reminds us of our neighbors in France who started April Fool's Day. I hope you all have a lovely April Fool's Day. Thanks.